This is the first lecture about options. What is an option? An option is a contract. A large number of option contracts are available. If you see this list, these are all option contracts taken in midday of 24/2/2021 from the website of Nifty, that is website of NSE India. Now, as you see, there are so many lines over here. In fact, there are many more lines. I have just extracted some of the contracts from them which are near the money. Now, Nifty was running at 14,820 and you have contracts available at different prices. You have the call options on this side and the put options on this side. At the first glance, it will look very confusing unless you know all the terms which are used over here. See, buyer of an option has specific right but no obligation. Since there are buyers of options, there are also sellers of option to make the market complete. Of course, this happens only in an organized market like NSE. Sellers of option have specific obligations. Buyers of option have limited risk. Suppose you buy these options. The Nifty was running at 14,820. You have an option at 14,800 strike price. Suppose you buy this option by paying 86.60 rupees. Now, suppose you wait till expiry date. On the expiry date, if this price goes up to say 100, then you are making a profit. If this price goes down to 5 paisa, then you are making a loss. But your loss is limited to 86.60 and nothing else. So that's why it is called buyers of the options have specific right but no obligation. Sellers of the options have specific obligations. Sellers of option have unlimited risk. Suppose somebody has sold this option at 86.60 rupees to you, and suppose both of you waited till the expiry date, and on the expiry date this price goes to 300. So the seller of the option has to pay you the difference. So 300 minus 86.60 is 213.40 rupees. That is the money you will get from the seller of the option. So he has no limit. His limit is decided only by the price. There are call options and there are put options. As you see in this chart, this side is the call option and this side is the put option. Call option gives a buyer of call option a right to buy. To get this right, he pays some price which is called premium. This is the premium which I have shown here. Option obligations are usually settled or by collecting or paying the price difference. Technically, this is known as squaring off. An option player who thinks the market will go up can either buy call options or sell put options. On the other hand, an option player who thinks that the market will go down can either buy put options or sell call options. These are bearish. Every day, plenty of contracts are available at different levels, and these levels are known as strike price. So when I am showing you a level, say in Bank Nifty, these are the contracts available. Each of these contracts are basically strike price. In call options, the level which are lower than the underlying spot price is known as in the money. Suppose you go to Nifty options. In the call options which are lower, these are the lower. Nifty was running at 14,820. So 14,800, 47, these are basically lower than the spot. So these are basically in the money options. And those which are higher than the spot, all these options, 14,850, 14,900, 14,950, etc. These are all out of the money options. In case of put, it is just a reverse. In case of put, these are the options which are in the money, and these are the options which are out of the money. So you are seeing a shaded box. This shade, the yellow shade over here, in the money, and this yellow shade over here is in the money, and this white shade over here and white shade over here are basically out of the money. In put options, the level which are higher than the underlying spot price is known as in the money. Contracts which are close to the spot price of the underlying is known as near the money contracts. For example, these are basically near the money contract over here. Similarly, in Bank Nifty, these two lines are very near the money contract. Out of the money contracts has only time value left, and in the money contract have both time value and intrinsic value. That's why in the money contracts are always priced higher. All options expire at a particular date. This date is known as the date of settlement. This chart over here, which I had taken on midday of 24/2, which was a Wednesday. Now these options will expire on Thursday, that is on 25th February, because these are weekly options. So all options have a date of expiry and date of settlement. It's more or less the same. I mean, that day it will expire and all contracts has to be settled, either by paying money or collecting money. All the end of the day on settlement date, the price of options which are out of the money falls to 0 or a small notional value. In case of Nifty 50 options, it is a small notional value of 5 paisa. At the end of the day on settlement date, the price of options which are in the money will still retain some value because they will still have intrinsic value. Now, what is time value of money and what is intrinsic value? That is a matter of greater detail, and there will be trainings on that. Value of options decay with every passing day if all other parameters do not change. This is known as value decay. The decaying nature of options only make it interesting and challenging at the same time. The option market is there because price decay is there. Option sellers make more money because this decay goes into their advantage and they take unlimited risk. Option buyers make less money because this decay goes against them and they handle limited risk. You buy a certain option at a certain price, and if nothing changes between the day you purchased and the day you are going for settlement, if nothing changes, the value of the option is already lower than at the price in which you bought. The whole game in the option market is entrapping of the gullible option buyers by the option sellers. Who make more money? The option sellers make more money because this decay goes to their advantage, and option buyers make less money because this decay goes against them. To remain alive in the option market as an option player, one must both buy and sell options at different strike prices and have a hedged position. He must do his payoff model before entering into a set of transactions. A set of transactions together is known as an option strategy. This is so far as the fundamental options are concerned. If you have any question, you can email me and we'll take the matter forward. Thank you for your attention.